first down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense in an empty set. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quarterback checking the play. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll run the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
How's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to take a shot. He caught it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utah.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Lining up to add another. Oh, and he missed it, and they missed their chance to lock it up. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able...
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now on 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays, and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Morgan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the win.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the lone back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. On the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
And now on second down for this offense. Defense looks as if it's coming. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. We got a timeout here late in the first half. Get more points on the board before the break. down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Feeling some heat. Skips away from pressure. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third down. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Takes it the other way. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes!
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. The option look. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by just 2 to Notre Dame. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Utes moving quickly to the line.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
When the quarterback gets outside of the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
Got his man to the left. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Mitchell. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. He's at the 50. He's inside the 40. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
The secondary walks up on the line. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. No nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quarterback will keep it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a luxury to be able to call a design run to your quarterback and basically let him be a tailback and let him run it in for you. It makes the offense and everything else around them stronger. This QB's just got some good wins.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Gets it across the 20 to the 21. Right, what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Utes want to move quickly.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion.
He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On the option. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Brown has it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
They've only converted one time in 3 fourth down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. Oh, look out, there he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
They've been running it, but now the pass. He's looking deep, and it's caught inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got him downfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utes. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by just one over Notre Dame. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Going over the top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge 4th down play. The Wolverines get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front. That's exactly what happened.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Time to take a shot. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over in the 2-minute situation. Get a few 1st downs. Walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use...
Speeding down the left side. The tap. Touchdown, Utah! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Page. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. Just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to go deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Looking for room at the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. This crowd knows when to bring it. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese.